Today on Zielonka, we're moving on to the vegetable harvest, starting with the parsnips. How many fields can we get through now that we have a larger trailer? Let's get farming. So I haven't got my harvester out since last year. We did give it a clean before we finished. Just need to clear that back, but we didn't, or we haven't got any fuel in it at all. Maneuvering out of the shed. Gonna have to go into my yard first, I think. We want to go around, give it some fuel, give it some DEF. It's in fairly good nick. I think we're fairly good as far as that goes. But we need both of these things to be filled up. So let's turn it off, fill up the DEF from in the cab, fill up the fuel from out of the cab. And I don't think it's going to take too much fuel.
Before we continue, this video is brought to you in partnership with the awesome people at Apex Gaming PCs. I've teamed up with Apex Gaming PCs to create my own custom line of PCs suitable for everybody from beginner farmers to virtual farming experts. Apex Gaming PCs are offering up to $250 off your next purchase just by using my link in the description below. So go check them out.
Yeah, I remember from last time, it's about 900 litres should fill this up. There we go. So now we can start it up and we can get ourselves aligned, ready for the field. And the field we're going to do is field 52 here. That is the parsnips. Let's bring this around, unfold our harvester. That'll bring everything out. And do you know what? I think we're probably better off starting at the other end. I'm going to be able to position myself much better. So let's head down there and get things lined up. Now, there's two ways I could run this. I could either run this with me doing the harvester and having the tractor on follow me as we did for the sugar beet, or I could just set this going with the hired worker. I'm going to set this going for our hired worker, at least on this field. So we'll get that started there. And my reasoning for that is because unlike the other harvester, we have no storage on this whatsoever. So it is going to struggle a little bit. Now, yeah, we need to come in and raise the auger on this. So let's stop that hired worker, raise that up, raise it right up like that. That should then go into the trailer without too much hassle. Start the hired worker up again and bring it under. And our harvester, yeah, should get into the parsnips and get going. And we want to lower this down to about 4 to 5 miles an hour so that we can nice and easily pull alongside and start loading up with the parsnips. This should keep us going a lot longer today than we have in the past with our old trailer. We'll be able to do a lot fewer runs to the soup factory, and that means that we should end up getting a lot of this knocked out quicker. Now, my big worry is actually at the end of the field here. Get this to load up here. But this trailer is quite long, and I don't want to run into my carrots there. That done? I think that's done. Let's back it off. So the harvester will turn around without too much hassle and won't cause any issue. But I'm not sure that we can actually get into this field without ending up in the carrots. So I'm going to try and maneuver myself, but yeah, look at that. That harvester backs all that way back, and if I go there, I am going to destroy... Oh no, I'm not going to destroy carrots because these carrots are ready to harvest, so we're okay. Okay, so in all honesty, it would probably have been better for me to have done the carrots first. The reason why I went for the parsnips is because the parsnips do have an earlier time that they wither. They wither a lot sooner. We've only got a couple of months to harvest these, but I'm expecting to get all of these vegetables out really quickly this year. As I said, we've got a much bigger trailer. We're doing more rows per run, and as a result, we're gonna have the harvester sitting here for a lot less time while we're doing that. So as a result, we are in a much better position and could very easily just get the carrots done first and out. So there's a definite order to doing these fields. You've got, oh, we're blocked at the moment. It's actually marking it as blocked. We really want to expand these fields and make them bigger, and that would be the way to go. Now that we're using bigger equipment and everything, getting a larger field to be running on and working on would make a lot more sense. And I think I would possibly split field 50 and field 51 in half to try and make a bit more interesting field out of field 52. Get around the end there. I think we can straighten things up. We should be ready to go again. So I think that would be the way I'd go. Eventually you'd make this area, this whole area, into one big field. It looks like we're gonna get 6 full rows out of this. That is quite amazing that we can fit that much in here. As I said, also means that our harvester is going to be sitting around for less time. And yeah, there we go, 35,000 liters off 6 rows. That's really good. I was expecting I don't know, I think I was expecting to go further than that, but that means that we're gonna have a similar number of parsnips off that field compared to the number of potatoes we got off the last one. So we'll tip this first load out, and we've got 7,000 in there at the moment. So this is easily going to get us up to matching the number of carrots we got very quickly. We're going to be harvesting red beet as well today, hopefully. So this will just keep the triple soup coming all the time. We've got quite a lot in storage, so we're going to have to do a sell-off in the near future as well. As I said, we are selling to the farm shop at the moment rather than the train. The train is great, but it takes forever to not only load everything up, but to unload it at the other end. Looking at how far we are through this field, I'm kind of thinking that we're going to get about 4 trailers worth and not 6 as we had off the potato field. So it is going to be significantly less. It's going to be like 70,000 liters less in parsnips than we had in potatoes. Not that that's a hugely bad thing. We are dealing with a much smaller field here. In fact, I'm pretty sure that this is our smallest field that we have on the farm. So I'm not expecting its yields ever to be massive compared to the others. And it also actually doesn't have any loam in it, this field, I don't believe. I think this field is a little bit on the weaker side, if I remember correctly. So yeah, either way I look at it, it's not a huge issue for this field to be at a lower amount, so long as we get enough to cover how much triple soup we want to make. It'll be absolutely fine. I was wondering if there's any noticeable difference in the yield between the potatoes from last year and this year's. But no, the parsnips seem to have roughly the same yield as the potatoes did last year. Another 6 rows, and we are once again approaching another full trailer. And yeah, we're at 93% at the end of the row. So I'm going to go and tip this. It's much easier for me to go and tip this at this point, keep things going. I think this is due to the variation in the soil, though. The further we go across the field, the less of the good soil we get. And as a result, that means our yield is dropping as we go across. Something I find very interesting about this is that it doesn't seem to be going that much more quickly compared to using the smaller trailer. We're doing less runs, definitely, but I don't think the runs take that long, especially when we also have the rear unload from this. This is not the fastest unloading trailer, and as a result, it takes a little bit of time up at the soup factory to actually unload, and as a result, we are still taking a little while to turn things around. Does mean we do save on a bit of fuel because obviously we are doing less runs, but we are using a bigger tractor, so might use a little bit more fuel. Looking at our yield map here, you can see why we're getting this lower level of yield on here and why it's taking more rows actually to get a full trailer. We're actually looking at the moment at, the soil type. So we've got this loamy the silty clay, in fact, going across here with the loam then coming in at the end. So our lower yield and therefore longer time that it's taking for our trailer to be filled is purely down to that. It's down to the fact that the loam on this field disappears as we go across it, and therefore we are unable to get quite as good a return out of it. I kind of wonder how much it would cost to buy the harvester at this point. We have been spending a fair amount, so if I go purchase, oh wow, we're under 400,000 to buy the harvester at this point. That's really, really interesting. That begins to put it in the realm of something that we could possibly purchase, and therefore end up with owning all of our equipment on the farm in the end. At the moment, we don't own any of our potato stuff other than the one that we bought last time. So you can see here, potato technology, we don't own the actual pickup. We don't own the seeder, and we don't own our first rower. However, we do own I got rid of the topper because we didn't need that anymore, and that was costing us money every day. We, of course, also don't own the sprayer. How much would that cost to purchase? 75,000. That's still pretty expensive for us to purchase. So there's quite a bit of cost if we want to purchase the equipment that we currently have leased. Thankfully, we're in a position now where any new stuff we can immediately buy ourselves. I think our harvester has gone and charged us for another hour. In fact, yeah, that's dropped to 380 now. So yeah, our harvester has charged us for another hour. So that is coming down all the time as we use it, slowly paying it off. My estimate for how much we were going to get off this field was way off. We do not have that many rows left, so we don't even have 6 rows left. And we are coming to the end of the 6th row for this trailer. And we are only 87% full, maybe 88. Yeah, 88% full. So we're going to do another run because we only get about 12% off a row. And yeah, that means that there is not another full trailer sitting here on this field. And we're going to end up with about 120,000 litres maybe, I think, at the end of the day. Not bad, but not quite what I was hoping for. Still, if we manage to match that in red beet and carrots, that is 120,000 litres of triple soup, which is a lot of money's worth of triple soup. So we'll see how much we're left with. But yeah, 120,000 litres of triple soup would mean about, I think it's about £3,000 per 1,000 litres. So we would triple the amount of money that we would make off it. And that is 360,000. That would be enough to buy the harvester. We're starting on the last row now, and yeah, there were only 3 more rows after our last tip. We are at 30% at the moment. I think we're going to get just shy of 45% maybe, if we're lucky. I don't think we're going to hit 50% full with this last row, but it's not looking too bad. Yeah, it's not a complete row. We're not even going to be just shy of 45%. We're going to be just over 35%. Not great, but we at least have another 12,700. Yeah, 12,770. So nearly 12,800 litres in this final load. Let's get this down to the soup factory and see exactly how much we have managed to get off this field. Realized on the way over here that I can't actually tell how much we've exactly got off here today, and that is because we started with 5,000 odd litres of parsnips, but we have been processing them through today as well. So we've probably processed those 5,000 litres. So it looks like we're at about 1,300. That is not a bad yield off there. Will keep us going for quite a while. Does mean that we're going to be making carrot soup, though. We've got a bigger field of carrots, and that is only 40, about just under 40,000 litres difference. We're going to get more than 40,000 litres of carrots off that field. So we're moving on to the red beet now. And I'm expecting this to be a little bit higher yield-wise with the fact that red beet is slightly bigger. And in fact, yeah, I can see that already we're filling up faster than we were on the previous field. Red beet in general is just a bigger crop. So this should mean that we end up with a decent amount off here. We've got 4,000 in storage at the soup factory already. So we're going to be adding to that and adding to our triple soup output. Made a slight adjustment to the belt on this. I wanted it to more easily reach into the trailer without having a big angle that might catch on the side. So I flattened out the top of it and put this going a little bit steeper up into it. And I think that's working a lot better. We've got a good piece of clearance on the trailer. I'm not too worried about where everything's going. And it seems to be working pretty well to get the red beet where I want them in the trailer without clipping the trailer on the harvester at all. We're looking at a similar sort of number of rows here that we'll get into this trailer before we have to go and tip. We're just hitting 50% and we are 3 rows in, just over 3 rows in. No, just under 3 rows in, sorry. And that means that, yeah, we should hit 100% just shy of 6 rows. That's not bad, to be honest. I'm impressed by that. And if we can just avoid our harvester, which we should be able to do. Yeah, that means we'll end up with a decent amount on here. Looks like we're going to have to go and do a little bit of extra work on the headlands, though. But I think we could use Follow Me to do that based on what we have. And is that car going past, or is it going to sit right where I want to go? It's going to sit right where I want to go. This is going to be a fun piece of maneuvering. Hey, coming in from the far side, going around all the cars that have gathered there. And this is why I adjusted the belt. I've got a lot more leeway with actually getting under it now without clipping it as I get into position. Much better. We actually really need to get as much knocked out today as we possibly can. We've got rain next month and the month after. That could end up proving very costly to us if we are still trying to get these out and end up being stuck in a lot of mud. As I said before, or as I said last time, in fact, the horsepower on this tractor is about 10 horsepower under what we should really be using with this trailer. And as a result, we get any rain and mud, we're going to struggle with this, I think. And that does worry me just a little bit. And our first trailer full is just about done. In fact, there we go. Full, and that is under 6 rows. This is coming up to the end of our 6th row. Wow. That filled really fast. I'm not sure at this point that our production of triple soup will ever stop. I think we're able to spend most of the year processing it, and the outcome is that we always have some of it on the go. As a result, I think we might have to start the potato soup production up alongside it at the same time, and sort of do a mix of selling potato soup and the triple soup together in order to get those potatoes processed and to get the best price we can for those. So next time we're down at the soup factory, I think we'll switch that. We'll switch the potato soup production on so that things can start going, and we can start getting some stuff ready to sell. I'm gonna pull this under here, though, and we'll get as much of the red beet done as we can. Although I think we're going to get about halfway through this field, which is not bad, to be honest. I'm quite happy with that kind of progress. We're coming up to the halfway point on this field, and my trailer actually isn't half full yet. I think it might be, if I'm lucky, by the middle of the field. Certainly should by the end of this row, but that does mean that we are unlikely to get more than 3 trailer fulls off of this field. Simply because the crop isn't there at the moment. Does surprise me a little bit to find that out, but yeah, not wholly bad, really. That will put us at another 70,000. Will put us at 108,000, slightly less than the number of parsnips we have. So it looks like we're gonna, at the end of the day, be making both parsnip and carrot soup. The time is coming up to 5:45, and we have a 71% full trailer. I think our best bet right now is probably to stop the harvester here. So we'll take the hired worker off like that, and we will stop the harvester. And we can jump in the tractor. We'll run this load, this 25,000 litres down to the factory. But yeah, we've made good progress today. I'm really happy with how much we've got out. We got plenty of time to get the remaining red beet and the carrots out. So that's a big thing about this, is that we're going to have enough time to get all of our vegetables out. Looks like we're going to make a decent amount of money from them as well. We are looking to pay a lot of stuff off this year, so we'll see how it goes. For now, though, I'm going to leave this here. So all that remains is for me to say
thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.